Hi Leos, it's your girl Tarot Card Bay. I'm here for your reading. I'm going to pull an Oracle of the Radiant Sun and then we'll go into the tarot. So let's see what we have for my Leos. Oracle of the Radiant Sun. What do we have for my Leos? From the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, we have Quarrel. Quarrel, which is Cancer, 4th house. And this energy is Mars energy. So Mars energy, 4th house. Is this Cancer? That is Cancer. We got the 69 sign. So yeah, okay, what else do we have? We have Escape, Pisces, 12th house, and this is Mars in Pisces. So there is some energy here. Mars is your energy of how you fight, how you communicate, how you deal with conflict, how conflict deals with you, right? So I do see in your energy, Leo, you're going to have some instances of issue, concern, confrontation. You could have already had this confrontation. I feel like that's more of a past energy. And the escape energy is the energy that you're in now, like you're looking to move forward. Then we have a lust energy, which is Aries energy. This is Aries' 1st house, and this is Venus energy. Very interesting. Some of you could be experiencing quarrels due to your attractiveness or perceived attractiveness. It's funny because I was listening to Meg the Stallion. So this is interesting that these cards came out because I was like, I don't know what the name of this song is, but she's talking about how women are so concerned and so afraid of her taking their men, taking men away from them, and that she would never want a man that, basically she said she never would want a man that a broke woman had, but she would never want a man that you had, basically, even though people are so fearful of this. So I'm kind of getting that energy where you could be involved in an environment of a lot of jealousy that has spawned itself into a lot of quarrel, confrontation, or just an uncomfortable feeling for you, Leo. This has resulted in you wanting to move away from this energy, right? I feel that the core of the issue is really your confidence, your attractiveness, your magnetism. This could be like a work situation. This could be a friend group that there are issues due to your confidence, your attractiveness, your sensuality, your sexuality. And you're working really hard to move yourself away from these spaces. I will say when you're involved with people, no matter if it's coworkers or friends or lovers, and they're jealous of you or they look at you as a threat, that's a dangerous place for you. That can be a very dangerous place for you, Leo, because I get the energy of like you are that person. You are him, you are her, you are that bitch, like you are that dude, you are that ninja. So much so that you don't really factor in these other people, what they do, their experiences when it comes to your life. However, because of your attractiveness, these people like to watch you. These people like to keep up with you. You're almost like the Joneses that people feel like they have to keep up with. And that energy is dangerous because then you create enemies. And sometimes these enemies are not enemies that you're aware of. Sometimes these are hidden enemies. So I do get that energy very heavily. And it is jealousy because of how other people interact with you, how your magnetism, your attractiveness, even other people lusting after you. These are all reasons why these groups of people, these subsets of people are creating conflict in your life. But again, I see escape. So I do see that you're moving away from this energy, no matter if you're moving away emotionally or physically. I get because this Pisces energy, you might be moving away more emotionally. I would say be aware. It's just very important that you're aware, that you trust your intuition. I'll give you an example. Like, you ever hung out with a group of friends and you got dressed, and when you got dressed and you came down the stairs and everyone saw you, the compliments seemed almost shady, like, ooh, well, I know you're always styling. Ooh, don't you shine bright? But it's like that underlining layer of people being jealous, envy. You can feel that. You can feel that from others. And I would say it's in your best interest to move away from people who don't have their own life, their own motion, their own identity, their own power, their own passion, their own magnetism. It's time for you to move away from that. All right, well, now we're going to go into the tarot to see what's coming towards you. Turn around. I think Suge's trying to break out of his little area. He's trying to break out. All right, let's see what's coming towards my Leos. What's coming towards my Leos, my sexy Leos. I've never really met a Leo that was really concerned about anybody else. They were always very self-focused, but very generous. It's like the pretty girl who is friends with everyone, but deep down, everyone who's not as pretty low-key hates you. Low-key is intimidated and envious. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. All right, what's coming towards my Leos? I got 3 of Pentacles. I like to see this because I do feel that there's a group, friends, lovers, co-workers that's pushing you away. So I do see collaboration coming in. Collaboration with the right people who want to help you. The right people who want to help you. That's very important. So I do see this. Who will my Leos be collaborating with? I got a Knight of Swords. So it could be an air sign energy. Could be someone who's communicating this to you. And what else? And we got 6 of Wands, fire energy. This is your tribe. This is your tribe. People who want to collaborate. I get people who text back fast, or people who want to communicate with you. People who want to charge in to help you, charge in to save the day. People that you can have success with. Someone that you can be proud with. Be proud of yourself. You don't have to dumb yourself down. You don't have to shrink yourself to be in the energy. I get this is more like a community, not necessarily one person, but I feel that you're going to meet these people who you can stand in your power with. You don't have to shrink yourself. You don't have to downplay your looks. You don't have to downplay your wealth. You don't have to downplay your dreams and your power. This is your tribe coming in here. And I feel like they're going to kind of save you from the quarrel that you're experiencing with these people who are envious of you. All right, let's see. Who's the... Okay, I was going to say who's coming in for my Leos. And I got the Ace of Cups and I got the Hierophant. So for some of you, it will actually be a love partner that comes in. I got a lot of cards that are popping out. And I got the Empress. It will be a love partner that's coming in for some of you. Either way, no matter if it's a love partner, no matter if it's a friend group, no matter if it's a new job, these people are going to see you in this energy of abundance. These are people who are going to see you as someone who is special, someone who can create abundance, can create wealth, can nurture others, someone who nurtures themselves, someone who is capable of manifesting their own desires, and they're not going to be intimidated by it. They're going to want to partner with it. They're going to want to, pour love and energy into you to kind of make that Empress energy grow, or to just make your life better, or to make your life more abundant. So I do see for some of you, it is a love match. It could be a Hierophant, it could be a Taurus, it could be an Aries. But again, these are people who are going to make your life better. All right. Let's see. What about these haters? Something told me to ask about these haters that are watching you. Leo's haters. I got the 8 of Cups. I got the 8 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. And I got the Sun card. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're moving away. You're moving away. You're curious about what's next. You're curious about... I got 3 of Swords in reverse too. Yeah. If this situation bothered you, the past situation bothered you with the people who were envious, and I get for a lot of you, you approach these friendships from a genuine place, not necessarily what this person can do for me or what they can bring to the table, but you approach these connections from a genuine place. I do see you're moving away from these connections. You're moving away. You're looking towards the future. You're more tapped into your own energy, your own happiness, your own vitality. And you're not necessarily bothered by the way these people acted or the way these people are acting. I will say, because the Three of Swords is here, it bothered you at one point. At some point, this was upright, right? At some point, the way these people were treating you, the people who are envious, the people who wanted to overshadow you, the people who were intimidated by you, the way they treated you, it broke your heart. It hurt you. It took trust from you. If you had trust in these situations or with these people, it broke your trust. But now it's like you'll release these connections and move forward to a happier place. Like you're moving to a happier place with a happier community, a happier lover, a happier friend group, and you're leaving these people in that negative, toxic energy that they belong in. All right, let's see. For those of you who will be bringing in a love interest, one card about this love interest for my Leos who's coming in. I got 10 of Wands in reverse. We like to see that. Upright is weird. In reverse. 10 of Wands in reverse. So this will not be a love that burdens you. This is going to be a love that makes you feel lighter. What else do we have? We got the Queen of Wands. All right. And we have the Prince of Disc. What else for that Prince of Disc? And we got the Strength card. I feel like you'll have multiple love interests that come in, but this one will relieve you of burden. If past love situations made you feel like you had to do a lot on your own, you had to put in a lot of work, or maybe even you had to put up with a lot to actually be in a relationship, receive love, this will be something that's more effortless. This is going to be something that makes you feel like you are in your energy and doesn't take your power away from you. I feel like that's a really important theme in this reading. And then we have the Prince of Disc and the Strength card. Prince of Disc and the Strength card is an energy of someone who's coming in. They have to get the strength to come in. Why is that? Six of Swords in reverse and the Three of Pentacles. This person went through something similar. The lover who's coming in for you, they went through something similar. I get for the person coming in for you, it could have been a lover that was jealous of them, who really took some power away from them, took their time, wasted their energy, played on their self-esteem. This is somebody who had to rebuild themselves because they dealt with something similar. I get that this lover dealt with the envy and the jealousy from an actual lover, the lover who's coming in from you. They were with someone who wanted to minimize them and stop them from moving on and take their happiness. So now this person will be working on building the strength to come forward. This is not something that'll be easy for this person, like being vulnerable, trying again in love. But I think this person will meet you and be so inspired that it's kind of like they won't have a choice but to move toward you and try to build something significant. But at the core of them, they are concerned. They're concerned that a love connection will take their power away and put them back in the same energy that they moved away from. I get that that could be one of your fears too. So you could be mirroring those fears that, like, now I'm in my power, and if I step into a connection, will this person try to do the same thing? Will they try to minimize me? Will they try to get me to shrink? Will they try to take my power away? This is the same fear, or these are the same fears that the lover coming in to you has. What will this person want with my Leos? King of Wands. They're going to want to be your pair. So I got the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. This person's going to want to be your match. And I think that's really important, right? A lot of times in tarot, we meet people who are our matches, who are not in their power. They're not in their evolved energy. They can't meet us. They can't match us. This person is going to meet you and want to be your partner. They're going to want to put in the work. They're going to aspire to match you. And I do think that plays into the success of a connection when you have a lover who wants to pair with you. They want to partner with you. Even if maybe they are a little bit different, even if they don't have the same qualities of other lovers, this is a person who's going to want to meet you where you are and again be your partner. Any advice? Princess of Wands in reverse and Eight of Cups. The advice is not to entertain people from your past. Princess of Wands in reverse is the Page of Wands. And then we have the Eight of Cups. Anything you walked away from, you need to stay away. The closer you get to this love partner, the more people from your past will try to spin the block, as we know. When you connect with this person, you may have people from the past trying to distract you or get your time, get your attention, things like that. You need to cut it. If you want a new lease on life and love, you have to let go of the past and close those doors for good. Especially from anybody who wants to minimize you and make you question your worth. All right, now let's go to the Rose Oracle deck and see what we have for you. From the Rose Oracle deck for my Leos. Rose Oracle deck for my Leos. What do my Leos need from the Rose Oracle deck? What do my Leos need? Okay, we got Temple of the Rose. Let's hope your girl can find it fast. All right, found that a lot faster. So for you, we have Temple of the Rose. Ancient power, expression, activation, scarlet codes. For millennia, feminine power, expression, and wisdom has been suppressed. As a result, the feminine has been silenced, dismissed, and disrespected. What did I say? What did I say about minimizing yourself? We've become disconnected from the earth, which is the mother, and have stopped revering our elders. But times are finally changing, and we're all part of this change. Every time we honor our body, express our wisdom, share our voice, and connect with our sensuality, we heal the sacred thread of the feminine. Every time we call back our power, we heal the sacred thread of the feminine. Every time we come together in circle, we heal the sacred thread of the feminine. Every time we honor our Celtic nature and the cycles of nature, we heal the sacred thread of feminine. Regardless of your gender, you identify with, regardless of the gender you identify with, this is a card of calling back your power. It's a card of expressing your truth, no matter what it is. It's a card of sharing your soul's voice and singing the song that you came to hear. Singing the song that you came here to sing. This is a card of activation. It's a call to action, and it's a remembrance. You're the child of the ancient goddess. As you express yourself, you express all who could not. As you reclaim your power, you do so for all those who cannot. Each shackle you break through, you free those who are yet to come. Share your voice, sing your song, dance your dance, reclaim your power. This is what you came here for. That's what I got for you, Leo. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Hit the thumbs up, comment below, talk to me nicely. I love you, and I'll see you soon.